This is remember that area I told you about where I used to have the raspberries that turned into blackberries? Well, this is it. I've ripped it all up, and it doesn't look impressive now because everything just got planted, but that's a Persian lilac. And then see how I used the little bucket? I put 3 Thumbelina zinnias in it, and I've got coneflowers and bachelor buttons and Asiatic lilies. And then this is, of course, our bee yard. Oh, look, the bees are up. They're usually not early risers, which is kind of funny. But look at the hill. See, I mixed all those seeds and then just threw them in there, and then I set that sprinkler there. It's on a timer. It comes on every day, and that's why everything's done so well. Sorry for all the jiggling. But you can see there's zinnias. The things with the red stems are coxcomb. There's love and a mist. Who knows what all's in here. There's my peach tree. And of course our little bees. Danner got the bees angry yesterday. They stung them 4 times while we were doing our inspection. I wanted you to see all my peaches. I'll get down here. Oh, there's see that bucket with the rocks in the dish? That's, I pour water in that every day, and that's where the bees can get water. But here's my peach tree. And see my peaches? You can see the branches are just loaded with them. And then I don't know if you can tell, but see that green cast down there? Those are the clover seeds. I've spread clover seeds everywhere for the bees. And we added a new box on our bee thing yesterday. See, they're just busy going in and out. I just really love our bees. But here's some of the clover. See how it's all germinating? I may have planted them a little thick. All right, these are my Penny Mac hydrangeas, and I'm tickled to death that they're blue, which is amazing with our soil. And the thing in the middle, right behind that hosta, that's my toad lily, which is enormous. We had to empty the rain barrel and clean it out. The algae had blocked the faucet. There's my obedient plant. And here's my plum tree, which has lots of plums, including one ripe one. If they ripen and I don't get them, they roll down that hill, which is not pretty. Here you can see how big the peach tree is from here. But yeah, I've had to retrieve a few plums that fell. And this hill, I threw some daylilies in there. I think I'm going to put more because they look pretty. And that's all my blackberries. I don't think I'm going to do too well on blackberries this year because I cut them back and they didn't do well after that. This bed's just starting to, the royal candles are just starting to bloom. That dahlia's, I guess, 3 years old now. This is another feeder for the bees and also for the butterflies. They like it. And I've really stepped up the fertilizing and watering of the Cecil Bruner, and it's really paid off. It's taken off. And those crinium that Amy gave me, with all this rain, they've just been blooming like crazy. Oh, look, my calla lily bloomed here too. Oh my gosh, it's going to have 3 blooms on it. Oh, I am so excited. Oh, maybe I'll put them back here. Maybe they just weren't old enough to bloom. But these things, they're not blooming yet, but those are black-eyed Susans and some other kind of daisy and Shasta daisies. And over here, it's just, this is another azalea. I can't remember what kind it is, but it's pink. And I've planted Shasta daisies everywhere. Not Shasta, I mean coneflowers, because I just love them. Oh my goodness. I think that's enough. Well, maybe this is just the year of the calla lilies. Oh, it's a yellow one. Oh, how pretty. See it? Oh, that's just beautiful. There's my guacamole hosta. It's enormous. And the coneflowers. They're so pretty. And my rose campion and agastache. The rain's kind of beat up my Annabelles a little bit, but they still look pretty. Everything is done so well back here. Of course, it's rained. It's a little weedy looking back here. And you know the bees don't like Annabelles. They're awful picky little things. Here's another hydrangea getting ready to bloom. And the iris I planted there are doing well. And that vine is a, can't remember the name, some kind of honeysuckle vine. It's never bloomed. A couple boats out there. All right, well that's the backyard. This little bed across from the front door, it's not too impressive. The butterfly bush died over the winter and I had to replace it. This is that sweet pea that was supposed to be pink. It was labeled pink, but as you can see, it's very white. Which it's nice, but, you know, I wanted the pink. And that grass has gone great. I need to divide it. This butterfly bush, which was only like 30 feet away, it did fine. And these are some of the zinnias. Remember you told me to cut them? And there's your little bunny you made. Oh, my bunny's knocked over. And this is another grass. It's huge. But anyway, those zinnias, see how good they're doing? I just cut them down to like sticks and stuck them in there, and they're doing great. And this is a, on the end there, that's a limelight hydrangea that Carol gave me, and it's doubled in size, which I'm thrilled about. And my arbor, all the passion flowers vines died, which was really sad. They were in the middle. So I've replaced it with one of those, oh gosh, what are those things called? You've got one. Anyway, there's some kind of tropical thing. They won't, it won't winter over, but it's pretty and it should fill this space in. I've got a few random clematis blooming. And then I'll take you up to the rest. And there's our boat. We took it out and we let it to dry. Well, it's rained every day. Just enough to keep it wet so we can't put it up. Look at my Easter lilies blooming now. Isn't that bizarre? I mean, they're beautiful, but it's just strange. The sundrops have all fizzled, and so has the peonies. They were beautiful. But the coreopsis are going crazy. And this is, I don't know why I bought this. It's a coneflower. It's called Milkshake. You see the flowers are a little bit different. But why did I get white? And there's those yellow Asiatic lilies that are so pretty. My garden's not doing all that wonderful. I think it's because it's still been kind of cool at night. But those are the beans, which I need to provide more stakes. The tomatoes, which aren't doing great. Those are zucchinis on the end. And look at those pathetic squash. Now my kale, on the other hand, I need to be eating some kale. Kale's gone nuts. And these are just more, those are my pathetic cucumbers. Those are my little sweet peas and some of the Swiss chard that grew. I planted 4 times that much. I don't know why. They didn't do anything. These are my baby flowers. I took out the the forget-me-nots are there, but I took a lot out, and that's where I've been getting plants from to put them on the driveway. The sweet peas, I should be getting a few. I mean, like, see, here's one. They're just tiny. I haven't actually gotten a single one yet, but they're coming. And this is my Butter Crunch lettuce, which, I should be eating it. I had a few these are 2 more of my, what do you call those things? Calla lilies. Now these, they're doing great, but there's no bloom. And my poor little, what do you call it? Shasta daisies? No, those aren't Shasta daisies. Gerber daisies. 4 of the plants survived. They're not doing great, though. Anyway, that's the garden.